Welcome back, everybody. Today we have an amazing deck. We're going to be taking a look at Hand Pilot Aggression. The deck is really, really strong, very, very, very aggressive. And you know what Han was missing before was a very impactful deployment turn, because what he does is that when he flips, you get to ready up resources equal to the number of odd cards in play that you control amongst your units and upgrades. So we're playing a bunch of odd cards, low cost. We're filling up the board so that when we deploy Han, we get our 5 resources back. Before, what happened is that you didn't have an impactful playing hand. Then you were basically left with 5 resources that were useless. But now with Plot, you have sudden aggression, and you have other really, really good cards going down in plot. You also have Cassian, which is sometimes good enough to play out, get an extra 3 damage and an extra unit on board. But now you're going to see that we have some incredible, incredible explosive turns as soon as Han Pilot deploys, and that's only at 5 resources. So let's jump in, take a look at the stats, take a look at the deck list, and we'll see some matches. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at the stats. We have a very, very good win rate with 69.23% wins, 18 games won, 8 games lost. And let's see here what the most important cards in the deck are. We have A-Wing, new card from Secrets of Power, just really, really solid. 1 drop that swings for 2. We've been playing either 2 or 3 copies of this card in almost every game. Daring Raid, very, very important. We use this card so much in this deck. Most of the time to deal with your opponent's turn 1 play with Tarkin Town, but also we use it just to deal 2 damage to base because we are very, very fast deck. Sudden Ferocity, of course, very, very important. I try to mulligan if I don't have either a good double cost 1 play for turn 1 or some good cards for the plot. So Sudden Ferocity, you can see this deck, 2 cards in the top 3 are cards from Secrets of Power, so that's why Han became so, so good. Then, of course, Sanction Your Shuttle, just an amazing, amazing card. Boshek is wonderful in this deck, draws you so many, so many cards. And then, of course, we have the Millennium Falcon, both from Spark of Rebellion and from Jump to Lightspeed. They're both amazing because we are playing Han Solo upgrade as a pilot, and just a very solid 3-drop overall. And Han can pay for the 1 resource, so if you do play the Spark of Rebellion Millennium Falcon early, don't be afraid to pay 1 resource and just keep up the pressure and really attack your opponent's base. So let's take a look at the list. So the list is, as you can see, a bunch of 1-drops. The only odd card that we are playing in this deck, right, is 3PO. So let me talk about 3PO first, and then we'll just check the rest, all of the odd cards in this deck. And I'll also tell you why having cards with odd costs is important. So what 3PO does is that on play and on attack, you can choose a number, reveal the top card of your deck, and if you guess it, then you get to draw it. The thing with Han is that his ability says that you exhaust him, reveal the top card of your deck, and then attack with a unit. If the revealed card and that unit have different odd costs, that unit gets +1/+0. This is very, very important. This is one of the reasons why we can be so aggressive. Since turn 2, we're attacking with a raid 1 unit, giving it +1, and we have 2 of them, so we're dealing 5 damage turn 2, or even a lot more if we are playing Millennium Falcon in turn 2, that's an extra 3. If we are playing Boshek, that's an extra 2, and we're drawing 2 cards. So just an amazing ability. And as I was telling you, when he deploys as a pilot, he gives +3/+4 to whatever he's piloting, but you get to ready all the resources equal to the amount of odd cost units or upgrades you control. So let's go ahead and see the rest of the list. Now you can see why C3PO is so important. Basically, you do Han's ability. Even if you don't attack or don't have anything to attack with, you can take a look at the top card, then play C3PO, and he's basically replacing himself immediately. And if your opponent doesn't deal with him, you get to draw an additional card next turn. Never use Han's ability with 3PO, just know that he only works with odd cost units. Okay, so here we go. Our very, very important 1 costs. We are playing 15 1-cost units. Basically, you always want to start with a double 1-cost play on your turn 1. There's the case where you want to start with only 1 cost unit and then daring raid your opponent's units and then Tarkin Town them. So just take that into account. remember to play the crackshot V-Wing after playing any of your other units which are fighters so that he doesn't take that extra 1 damage. It really becomes relevant when your opponent is playing, I don't know, like red 3 or cards that can ping for 1 or something, or like against any deck that can deal 1 damage consistently. So that's just the only thing you need to take into account. Other than that, prioritize your higher attack units, right? So your 2 attack units, and then Republic Y-Wing is good, but just one of the worst ones if you want to rush your opponent. Next up, we have Boshek. Boshek is amazing. He only costs 2 if he's piloting, gives +1/+2, but then you discard the top 2 cards from your deck and return each of the cards that has an odd cost. So you have to be really, really unlucky to discard a 3PO. It does happen, but it's not very common. So normally Boshek is just turn 2, +1/+2 to a unit, draw 2 cards, and you still have 1 resource open to drop your extra ship, and that also gives you space for turn 3 Sanction Your Shuttle. If you do have Sanction Your Shuttle in your starting hand, and you also have like double 1-drops, consider playing those to enable Sanction Your Shuttle as early as turn 2. Don't prioritize Daring Great plus Tarkin Town if you can do a turn 2 Sanction Your Shuttle. Of course, we're playing 2 Millennium Falcons, just very, very strong stats for a 3-cost unit, and both have amazing abilities. Millennium Falcon gets an additional +1/+0 for each pilot on it, and you can put 2 pilots on them, so you can potentially just go double Han Solo on it. You can go Boshek Han. It's just so many options, and it starts swinging for so much damage. So if it's a game that you know they don't have a way to deal with the Falcon, prioritize playing this Falcon instead of the Spark of Rebellion Falcon. If you want to really be aggressive, then prioritize the Spark of Rebellion Falcon. It's just very easy. Cassian, most of the time goes to the resources, but not all the time, because he is a cheap unit with a strong stat line. So sometimes it's worth to just play him from hand if you don't have something better to do, which happens sometimes. You know, we are playing a very aggressive deck that just throws its entire hand into the board. So it does happen sometimes that you don't have anything else to play. So just don't be afraid of playing Cassian from your hand. We're playing 2 aggressive negotiations. Sometimes it's useful to just close up the match. The wrong ride is very, very good. It's very situational, but you're going to see in the gameplay that it does come up where you sometimes want to disrupt your opponent's turn, especially against Han Green, that he's ramping so fast just to get to 7. So he spends his entire turn doing that. You know, he puts a card down, then he deploys, then he attacks, finally up to 7, and then you deploy your Han, do the wrong ride, drop him down to 5, and disrupt his entire turn, and then do a really big swing. So good card there. Also pretty impactful when it's used right. Of course, we're playing 3 Han Pilot, another very good pilot for 2 that allows you to attack after deploying. And if he's deployed on the Millennium Falcon, you deal damage before the opponent. Very, very relevant. Lightmaker and Poe Dameron are just some cards that you usually are not going to play them, but they are so good that if you do actually play them, they're pretty impactful, and they're going to close the game. But what I'm telling you is, you don't usually play them because you're just playing your low-cost units and resourcing this 4 cards. But it does happen that you want to play them maybe in a match where they're going to be able to close the game by themselves. So that's it. That's the deck list. Pretty simple. Okay, so here we go. First match, we're going up against Han Green. That should be interesting. If he's playing heavy on ground, we should have a pretty good chance, but of course he's playing Millennium Falcon, and that could be some problems, but let's go ahead and try it out. Y-Wing and Boshek, but no double play turn 1. I think we'll mulligan. There you go. Now we do have it, and we have Sudden Ferocity, which is amazing. So let's resource that. I think we're going to resource Lightmaker. Lightmaker could be good here, though. Maybe Poe. Yeah, let's resource Poe. We have double turn 1 play. Let's go with a Cartel Turncoat. See what he plays. He's going to resource something. Then we can play the A-Wing and see what happens. Okay, he's resourcing A-Wing. We'll pass. If he swings into base, we'll claim. If he kills one of the units, we'll just take out the Millennium Falcon. Okay, he gets to draw a card, so that's pretty good for him because it virtually didn't cost him a card to do that. But we do get rid of the Millennium Falcon, and we got a Boshek, which is amazing, amazing draw, because that means we can draw 2 and play the Wolf Pack. Hurts to lose the Light Maker, but let's go ahead and lose that. That way we have double option here, pretty good, both of them. Okay. He discards a U-Wing reinforcement, the second one, and he's going to search for something. Let's see what he searches for. Does he have to reveal it? No. So let's go ahead and do the ability. Oh, okay. Actually, no. That doesn't make sense. It's fine if he doesn't let us, but we'll play Boshek here. We get to draw... yeah, that could have been seen as kind of cheating, but it didn't make sense. We didn't have anything else to attack with. Oh, yeah. I can see how that's like, oh, this didn't work. I'll switch it up. But it didn't make sense to just do the ability, because either way, we were not going to be able to do anything else. Like, playing the Millennium Falcon was not the best play here, because we had to draw 2 and had another. Okay, so he claims. I'm not going to use the ability because that's getting like a second chance. Even though that's how I should have played it, I'm not going to do it. Let's go ahead and do this and pass. We'll put this down. That's good in the resources. And we have a pretty good play here with the Sanctioneer Shuttle. We also have the Millennium Falcon play with Daring Raid. Pretty good overall. Let's see what he does. He attacks base. Okay. I guess I'll start off by doing this. Done. 3 cost. I'll swing in for 4. Potentially this turn, I either want to take... Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll take tech for sure. He plays it from the resources. That's why it cost 1 more for him. We managed to take it, and that's amazing, amazing for us, because that's his entire turn gone. We still get a 2-hit here, and we get the Wolfpack Escort. We will pass, and then next turn we have a really, really good turn, because we have Sudden Ferocity, we have Han, and we can even play the Falcon. So let's go ahead and pass. Cassian is pretty good. I think Cassian in the resources can help us close it next turn if something weird happens this turn. We have a cost 1 and a cost 3, so it's a good moment to do Han's ability. We have Boshek in play though, so we can't double Boshek. That's fine though. We still should play this too, then deploy. Okay, he's gonna go up to 6 resources, that's fine. We'll just use his ability immediately. That's a 3 cost, so we swing with Boshek in his A-Wing, deal an additional point of damage. Man, Millennium on top is pretty good as well. He deploys Han, which is fine. I guess what we should do here is, I guess, keep swinging. His biggest incentive is to deal with the Sanctioneer Shuttle, so let's swing in with that. He's probably going to swing with Han, have 7 resources, and then we'll see what happens, but he's probably just going to play a big ground unit, and we're winning this turn potentially. So we'll drop the Millennium, see what he plays. Because we have 4 damage on board, and then Han is going to give us an additional... He attacks with base. Okay, I'll go Daring Raid into base, just to see what he plays. I'm just trying to give him a bit more time. If he doesn't play anything that's threatening us right now, I'll still swing again. Although he can exhaust one of our ships, and then the hand turn is dead. So let's see what he does. Did he just play... Okay, no, he hasn't played anything yet. I thought he played the 3rd U-Wing reinforcement. HP. This is 4, that's 9. Han is going to give us an extra 3, that's 6. And then sudden is going to drop him down to 3. Okay, so he does take the Crackshot V-Wing. I think I'm just going to play it again, because we're going to ready 5 resources. So, okay, and now we deploy Han. As a pilot here, we ready everything, and then we play Sudden Ferocity, trigger, play it here, swing for 8, and then we pass. We do have Boshek for the extra draw. That could be interesting as well. We just lose Boshek here. Let's play here. We defeat this one. That way we can draw 2. That's pretty good. I thought we had... Oh, no, we have any of the resources, right? Okay, so we'll pass. And then I guess we can drop... This would have been a pretty good play last turn as well, just so he wouldn't play something cost 7. But I wanted to swing because that's basically game over with Han as well. So I'll drop the Millennium. We already have 1. And he can't do anything right now, really. He could go like Cunning and tap both the Millennium and the Wolf Pack. But then we have a potential big swing with Han in any of wherever we decide to deploy it. So yeah, this might be game right here. If he does do something to the Wolfpack Escort, we can Han Solo into Millennium, swing for 5. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to change it up here so that we can see space. Because this deck plays a lot of space units. So let's go ahead and switch that up here. That makes a bit more sense for this deck. And he concedes. Yeah, that was game over. So let's go ahead and check the next match. Okay, so here we go again. Interesting match up against Anakin, Skywalker, Datavolt. We need to play the double deploy on turn 1 and then sanction your shuttle. This is an amazing hand. We can resource Cassian, we can resource the wrong ride. So let's go ahead and keep this hand. And then we also have Han in case we draw into a Millennium Falcon, and that's going to help us deal with Red 5 or whatever he decides to play. Let's see how this goes. He starts. It's okay. We're anyways not going to be able to keep the initiative. He's probably just going to start with... Okay. That's a bit rough for us. That's fine. We'll go A-Wing. We'll lose one of our ships. But then we can Tarkin Town. And if he doesn't attack immediately, we can sanction your shuttle. Let's go ahead and pass. And there you go. We have the Millennium Falcon. We don't need double Han. A Boshek would be pretty good to fill up our hand again. Let's see what he does. Best play here is just, you know, swinging with the Jedi Starfighter, dealing a damage, probably killing the Crackshot. Or the A-Wing. It's the same. I'm just hoping he doesn't have another space unit. Okay, going for the A-Wing. We'll just use Tarkin Town immediately. And let's see what he plays. Another one. Okay, I guess we go Millennium Falcon, and we're going to lose our Crackshot next turn, but that's fine. We'll swing 2 here. Oh, actually, let's undo that. We will use this ability. Done. Swing here. Pass. And then those Sanction Your Shuttle is just better than Turncoat. Although we could go Turncoat, Sanction Your Shuttle this turn, which is also interesting. But what do we want to lose? Maybe lose Han, but Han's pretty good right now. The double play is pretty good, though. Maybe we don't need double Sanctioneers. That can be pretty strong as well. Tempted to drop Han, but we need Han to be able to destroy this, right? Tough decision. Okay, I'll drop the Turncoat. And we'll see what he does first. He should probably... Oh, actually, he can deal with the Falcon with the Starfighter. And then we're in big trouble. Yeah, I should have left the double. Okay. Okay, in that case, we just go Han and take it out. Yeah, I think we have to do that. He claims, okay, go ahead and pass. C-3PO sounds good. Like, if he's gonna take one attack from Anakin and get us a card, that seems good enough. But then again, also Wolfpack followed by a Sanctioneer is pretty good. But we can do C-3PO followed by a Sanctioneers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna cost us 5. Okay, I think I'm dropping 3PO. I need the extra card, so I'm gonna drop the Wolfpack. And let's see what he plays first. I don't think we'll be able to grab anything with Sanctioneer Shuttle though this turn, because he's probably not gonna play something. Okay. Okay, that's good for us. Okay, let's play this. Oh, actually, you can't. Let's request we'll do that. That makes no sense. We need to see what's on top first. Reveal. Ferocity, that's pretty good. Okay, done. We'll swing 3. Let's see what he plays. And then we can play 3PO, grab the Ferocity, play the Sanctioneer Shuttle. Ooh, even better. Grab a Cod Banth. Okay. So here we can go 3. Done. Reveal and draw. And he only has 2 cards in hand. That's pretty good for us. We're still far away from winning, though. 3PO is a good draw, though. It's good we kept him around. So right now he should just claim. Okay, we will play the Sanctioneer Shuttle, grab a Cod Banth, and I'm tempted to not play Han this turn because he's not going to swing. Next turn we potentially can just go Sudden Ferocity and Wrong Ride. Okay, so let's pass. Perfect, we'll put one of these down. We can even go double Sudden Ferocity. We'll see what he plays though. We don't have such a strong board, but neither does he. And Anakin is not going to be so strong. Like at the moment, he's just a 4-7. 5-7 right now though. Kills 3PO, that's fine. I guess we'll do Han's ability and then play 3PO. We got a 3. Another Sanctioning Shuttle, that's funny. That's pretty good. Okay, we'll swing here. Wait to see what happens, what he does next. Maybe dropping him down to 4 resources is pretty good. I don't know what he can play. Okay, that's fine. Sudden Ferocity. We could deploy Han, but not yet because we haven't actually spent our resources yet. So let's go Sudden Ferocity here. Wait to see what he does. If he opens fire there, it's very nasty for us. Hopefully that doesn't happen. General Blades. Okay. We are going to untap a bunch of resources. But we can play Cassian. We're going to take 12. And then next turn we are dead because he's going to get like an additional plus something. So I'm not sure what we're supposed to do here. That double upgrade is pretty rough. Let's see if we can do anything here. Not really. We have to be able to win like in a single blow. But we are 22 damage away from that. Okay, we'll deploy Han. So actually, let's cancel that. Let's We know what's on top, right? I just don't remember what it is. Ah, another Sanctioneer Shuttle. Okay, we'll do this. Draw it. Let him swing for 12, right? Then we deploy as pilot, right? Here. Place Sudden Ferocity here. And then oh god, okay. What a play. So we lose Han. Then we can potentially... Okay, I guess we have to claim. Or we lose until we at least find a way to solve this problem. Which is probably not going to happen, but I guess we can take 12 and then we have 10, 12 damage. That's not going to be enough. First thing we do is just Sanctioneers, take 3. Incredible. Incredible. That's okay, that's crazy. Boshek cost 3, so let's swing for 3, and that's game. There was no way to stop this. Maybe, having in the sideboard a couple of bamboozles would probably solve that. Let's go ahead and requeue. That was a tough match. We could have had it if he just didn't have that many upgrades. He just went full out on the leader. We have a double play here. That's pretty good. And these 2 cards are okay. I like it. It's not the best hand, but I'll keep it just because we do have some good things to place in our resources, and we can start pressuring pretty good with double 2 damage attacks since turn 2. That's gonna start stacking up. We'll go ahead and play the turncoat. And then maybe he does get to do the play again where he plays the Millennium Falcon, and then he kills my turncoat, draws a card, and it costs him nothing, but we'll see. We have won even against that before, so I guess he resupplies. Perfect, we'll go ahead and claim. We get A-Wing, so we potentially could drop our entire hand this turn, which I guess we have to do. There's no better play than that. Hopefully there's nothing that costs 1 on top. Let's check. It's another 1 cost, so no additional damage here. Okay, I guess we go in with the turncoat because we're going to lose it against the Falcon. It's fine, we'll take this out. That's probably turn for our opponent, unless he wants to play a 2-cost. He doesn't. We'll play our entire hand out, pass. I guess we keep the Sudden Ferocity in hand. Okay, he's exhausting Han. Let's go ahead and reveal. Perfect, that means we can do a big swing. Go ahead and swing 3. He's gonna deploy Han. I'm kind of waiting before I commit to the Sudden Ferocity. Maybe I should have done it right out the bat because I think I'm gonna miss out on the 3 damage. If he plays something that returns the turncoat to my hand or something like that, we're missing out on a big damage. Okay, he's gonna capture something. Probably the turncoat. Guess we just go Sudden Ferocity on the A-Wing. And we claim. So we've got Han and we've got Poe. I guess we put Poe down just because I want to go Han swing with, yeah. Let's go Han, piloting A-Wing, trigger, swing. And then we've got a pretty big A-Wing that's going to be hard to deal with. And we can deploy Han now, give it another Sudden Ferocity, as well as... Oof, okay, maybe it could be interesting to do wrong ride here. Depends on what he plays. He's probably just going to attack with Han. But if he attacks with Han and we drop him down to 5 resources, that could really limit his options, because I don't know what he has in his hand. We are missing out on 3 damage, so let's see. That's 5 damage. And then... Okay, so let me make some calculations here. We got 4 damage on board, plus 3, it's 7, 25, and he loses. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna deploy Han. I'll deploy him as a pilot. I'll deploy him here. Then I will ready my resources, and I'll play the wrong ride. Yeah. Okay, let's limit his options here. I think we're fine on missing out on that damage. This is 5 damage, then 2 damage. Okay. That is fine. We miss out on 2 damage, which was pretty good because that was how we were closing the game. Next turn on attack number 1. But we're still in a pretty good position here. I'm sure he's going to be like left. He's going to have 2 resources left that he's not going to be able to use. And then, okay, he doesn't swing. That gives us more time. Pretty bad draws here. I guess we do keep both of them and hope for the best here. Interesting. He does manage to... We close the game with basically A-Wing. So like if he can solve Han here, we still have the win. And he didn't attack last turn, so we're not really pressured right now. Even if he has like hot shot or anything like that, we're still good. There you go. Play the A-Wing, and then we'll just claim. Just in case he had removal, like Waylay or something. Although Waylay can deal with a leader unit, but now it's just harder for him. And we claim. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So, and we swing with Han, and we got it. GG. And let's go ahead and requeue. You see, the deck is really fun. I think it has a lot of potential. Just so much draw power, so much surprise damage. Like when Han enters, readies 5 resources, gets an extra card, or maybe even exhausts your enemy resources and damages his turn is pretty good. We have to mulligan here. We don't have the double 1-drop, and that really hurts us now. Now we do, and we have Daring Great, which is good. And we can put Sudden Ferocity down with... Oof, rough. I guess we're going to lose the Han Solo. That's fine. Okay, we'll play the Wolf Pack. And I guess we Daring Grade Tarkingtown. I'm not really excited about leaving that up. We'll resource this. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Okay, I guess we'll go crack shot. Oof. This is bad. But we still get to draw, so I guess it's not the worst. And it deals with the blue leader. Okay. I guess we put wrong side down. Yeah, we're in a point where I'm probably just gonna play Cassian. Blue leader was really good for our opponent here. Let's play Cassian, actually. Yeah. And I'll claim. I don't really care about playing Daring Great this turn. Okay, perfect. We have a wrong ride on the resources, so well, we might as well. I'll swing 3. First attack in. This is bad. Very, very bad. Oof. Okay. I guess we go. Do we go Han ambush into, and then Han on ground and it's just that as soon as he deploys Yoda, we're done, right? And then if we do that, we don't get the sudden ferocity. He passes. Okay. So I guess I'll just claim. Sanction Your Shuttle could potentially do something, but we have 2. And he's already... let's go and Daring Grade. That's going to be my first play here. Okay. Luke is rough, but I think we can start swinging really hard. Let's go ahead and Millennium Falcon. I don't remember if this is null leader. I think it is. But I still think if I don't deploy right now, I'm in trouble because as soon as he deploys Yoda, he's just going to kill the Falcon. So we need to deploy Han as a pilot. Sudden Ferocity, trigger, play here. Deploys Yoda, kills Cassian, I'm guessing. Yeah, he had, the choice to kill both of them. And I just don't think we can out-damage him because he just restores 2 and restores 3. And he's got Rival's Fall, so that's game. Yoda got us. Let's go ahead and requeue. We should be able to really, really wreck Piet. Let's see how it goes. It's Piet red. We need that double 1-drop. That's pretty good. And we got Cassian and Saturn for resources. That's also very good. I'm going to go turn 2 Falcon. Let's do this too. A-Wing. A-Wing. We'll pass. I really like 3PO here because he can keep our hand pretty healthy. Let's drop the aggressive. And I guess this is a turn where we play... Let's do this. Swing for 3. Now we know we have Poe on top. Resupply, okay. We'll go ahead and grab Poe. He probably claims we swing for another 2, which is pretty good, and then play another A-Wing. And we'll pass. Okay. So far, so good. We'll see what he deploys Piet, which is nasty because he's going to get a 7-drop, which is probably going to be... Yeah, this is rough. Let's do this. No extra damage. If he gets the Devastator right now, I think it's probably game over. If he kills both our A-Wings. There's just no realistic way to deal with Devastator right now. Okay, that's fine. Could be worse, really. We'll go ahead and grab the cost 1 of the top. And we just need to swing as much as possible. I'm tempted to kill the invisible hand just so that he doesn't have a good target for overwhelming barrage. That costs me my Millennium Falcon though, which is not cool. Maybe if I had left the extra attack here. It's fine, I guess we'll sacrifice the Falcon for it. And then we'll play a turncoat. We just need as much damage on board as possible. And this should be a good turn where we deploy Han. Actually, I'm gonna keep the Daring Raid for the 2 extra damage. And then we have on board, so potential, right? Because he could have drawn into Devastator, right? Devastator is, actually it's an 8 cost. So no, he can have Devastator right now. But we did manage to do a lot of damage last turn. So that's pretty solid. And then we can potentially deploy Han, pretty big attack, and then deploy Poe. Okay, so he is preparing for a very big hit, I guess. I think we do this. Okay, swing for 3. No problem at all. We'll just start Daring Raiding his base. Do we have? Yeah, we do have Sudden Ferocity. Claims? I think it's game, right? Let's see. We will swing for another 2. Then we'll deploy Han as a pilot. Ready, trigger, play it, swing 7. And that's game. It's really hard. Like, he could have had Devastator, and then he would have cleared our board, and then probably we wouldn't have been able to win. But it's just such an explosive turn when you actually get to deploy Han. Okay, so last game is going to be against Hunter. Interesting. It's not, I'm sure, haven't seen it around. We thought he was going to become a better leader as time went by. Just never seemed to happen. I really like this hand. I'll keep it. I'll research down Cassian and a Falcon. And then we have double turn 1 play followed up by either Millennium Falcon or Boshek, which is pretty good. He gets Echo. We will play the Wolf Pack. Probably claims. Okay, pass. So we got Boshek, so aggressive is not that bad, but it's not a game where I think we don't really want to rush him. Like, we don't win that much by rushing him, so let's skip our units. I'm tempted to go Wolfpack, Boshek, just in case we do manage to find okay, so here resupplies. Interesting. Because if we manage to find a Sanctioneer shuttle for next turn, that could be pretty powerful. So let's do that. We will play Boshek as a pilot here. Sudden Ferocity and Cassian, that's pretty good. That's solid. We can drop Sudden Ferocity into the resources, make our hand deploy turn so much stronger. Okay, I guess we swing for 2. Swing for, oh, actually cancel that. We will reveal. Okay, so we don't get it. That's fine, we'll pass. Double 1 drops here, so we'll drop the turncoat. Actually, no, we did say we needed the ferocity in the resources. So let's do that, and then we can play Millennium Falcon plus Crackshot. Let's see what he's... this is going to be. He deploys in 7. It's just so much. Those deploying 7 leaders, if they're not like really control-y, I don't really like them that much. It's just so hard to play with them. Swing with 3 just in case he has like a whaler or something. Okay. It's too bad we don't have like Daring Great. He would be pretty good. Or the Sanctioneer Shuttle. But we're dealing some pretty good damage, so there's really not that much problems. There comes the Sanctioneer Shuttle. That's going to be pretty useful next turn. We will swing here. We will play the Millennium Falcon, and we will play the Crack Shot, as we said we would. And now we have a really, really strong deployment turn next turn. Let's pass. And we will get rid of this right here. The turn code is just a bit better. It's just so underwhelming what our opponent has been playing. So I guess we'll just finish it off this turn. I don't see anything he can do with 6 resources against our current board state. We have basically a 10 resource turn. Okay, we'll play Sanctioneer Shuttle, grab Echo. And then we'll do this. And yeah, that's game. We're about to do a big swing, then a deploy, then get a +3, and then it was just game over. So hope you liked it. The deck is really, really strong. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like the content. And jump on the Discord. Let's chat. Let's make decks together. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.